moly, we've got some parts, guys. Let's get into it.
Snap induction.
What have you gone and done now? Welcome to the first build episode of the N80 HILUX, and we're going to start it off with the most basic of all mods, the coil conversion. Now, this is probably the most advanced thing we're going to do to it. Mac has done one before and he's Ford Ranger, so he's across it. This is just some of the parts that we're going to whack on the N80. More to come, would you believe? So, I'll let Mac run you through what is on the ground at the moment.
Step this way. May as well start with all the superior gear because it is sexual. Lower control arms, and bars. Now that I'm on the ground, chassis strengthener plates. We've got shock mount chassis plates. We've got spring and panhard bar mounts. We've got upper control arms, diff mounts to pick up the control arm mount, coil mounts for the diff, new brake lines, dropout cones, coil retainers, coils, longer brake lines, and then over in this section are adjustable front coil loaders with remote reservoir. We also have the long travel.
They must be the 12-inch ones, eh?
They would be 12-inch, yeah. So that's what I had in my Ranger as well, and everything just works. So, although this is an advanced mod, I'm going to be doing it without a hoist in the world's best shed with the world's best King Chrome toolkit. But besides that, all the engineering's like taken out of it because Superior's done all that. They've done all the R&D, they've done all the geometry, made it a completely legal conversion, but it is legal in every state. Doesn't have to be done pre-rego. My Ranger wasn't pre-rego. That's something everyone keeps saying to me. Over here we got the diff drop for the front.
Got a few more parts here. As I said before, this isn't everything yet. It's all turning up, but we're just getting stuck into it.
That's the other thing the coil conversions come with as an option is full exhaust system to suit it, because now your coils and things are in the way, you have to change it anyway. So that is very cool. I like that. MTX, we've got a full speaker system going in, which is cool. Our good friends Wheel Pros. So we've got the KMC fuel off-road mud tyres. I've had a massive response from this. Everyone said they're a great tyre. Guys are getting awesome wear out of it. They're quiet and they perform. So super excited to see how they go. Tough terrain, LED whip, just to keep Tyler Thompson happy. So we've also got some, what are they, the mats?
Yeah, it's a full, we have them in my Navara. They sent me a set too, and they're actually really good. Like, they make your car, well, I have the SL model, so they kind of make it feel a bit more fancy because it's like a textured, fitted floor, which you can take out, in and out. It's pretty good.
These are naughty. So these are the billet Superior arms. The coolest part about these is they're fully adjustable while they're in the car. You don't have to pull it out, wind the leg out, go again. You can just undo these little locking screws and just wind that out.
My favourite mod, guys, probably just give it away with just that in, I'd be happy.
One of the boys that knows me, he sent me a picture of it. I've lost his Instagram now, but he left me a cute little message. So, love you too. Haven't met you yet, but I'm sure I will. That's the other thing I've got to tell him about is I've got an updated front end, so it's got the facelift 29 Rogue front end.
Oh yes, it's going to look current.
Oh, and I also have a new tub for the rear. As I also previously mentioned, Dave's going to be a tailor and get all the paintwork looking schmicko. Pro checks, tuning it. Oh, it's going to be good.
Full service, full consumables, everything's brand new in it.
Stick around to the end. We're going to have some flexi shots of it all finished up. We're probably not going to have the test run off-road in this episode.
But we will measure it.
But we will measure it. Pulled out all 6 bolts, done. Wiring disconnected, done. Fuel, just about to disconnect that. Now's the heavy part. So we got to pull the tub off. So I'm about to call the boys and fingers crossed they can come around and, you know, give us some muscle and let's get this thing going. First on the chopping block is Sam, apparently. Sammy, what's cracking?
Not much.
Can you come give us a lift with this tub?
Oh, I'd love to, but I'm in jail.
You're in jail? Scotty too hotty.
Yeah, what's going on, bro?
Yeah, just working on the Luxy. What are you doing?
Just sitting down having a beer.
Oh, half your luck. You want to come around and give us a lift with this tub?
Can do, yeah.
You're a bloody top bloke, eh? I was expecting a lot of no's, eh?
I didn't really want it, but I will.
Alright, let's give Pecky a call.
Optus would like to advise that the number you have dialed is no longer connected. Please check the number and try again.
VIP just comes straight in the back. What the have we here, boys?
It's Christmas time! Far superior equipment than what is already in there. I thought this was a whole diff the whole time and we were having a big argument about it, but it's not. It's everything for the diff.
It's had me excited. They're like, there's a whole diff housing. I'm just like,
The boys are superior.
that saves me so much work. Like, while you're here, can you?
I'll see you later.
Yeah. What? No, we need. Oh, you're in jail.
I can't, I'm in jail. Alright,
Is everyone feeling strong?
let's get out. Yeah!
Feeling strong.
Ready to go.
Got the neighbours round and everything. Looks sweet.
There we go. That's a wrap.
I hope not.
It kind of looks like it's one big pile of rubbish.
It's an expensive skip, that one. What we're going to start with, unclipping all the wiring. Get that out. We're going to undo all them heat shields. We're going to pull the exhaust out. We're going to pull the fuel tank out. Obviously, pull the leaf springs out.
Just all your basic stuff.
Just all the basic stuff. Yeah, just get rid of that. Get the whole diff out. Disconnect the brakes. Just get it fully stripped back to just the bare chassis. And then I'm going to start prepping the frame.
Let's get stuck into it then. You can.
Yeah, I'll put cable tie in it. Hey!
The man himself.
I'm bearing gifts.
What are you delivering?
A little behind the seat tray, battery tray for the cruiser.
Oh, that's my 12-volt stuff for the cruiser.
You don't even know what you've ordered, mate.
I do. I helped him design it. I just didn't know when it was coming. Tell me why I had no reverse camera. Everyone thinks I just come over and go shopping.
It looks like a shop.
Oh, you don't need that. Actually, you don't need all this. I'll just take it. It's something I've always wanted. Ooh, there we go. Oh,
Do you do it with your foot or you?
yeah, you should. That is such a great, simple idea, isn't it?
The idea is you're going to move it diagonally so you just have maximum room. Is that the idea?
That's the plan. When I saw King Chrome, I'm like, can you please put that on the list? Is when the hoist goes in, I can bring the Apache across hard on the post and still get a car in there, so I can still fit 3.
Amazing!
Oh, we're crashing! Here's the fancy stuff.
You look like a fucking dangerous man.
So I'm just removing all of the wiring first, get everything back. I'm gonna remove the fuel lines here. It's gonna need to be taped up so that you don't get crap in your fuel. I've actually got half a tank in there, so that's not gonna make my life any easier. It's got all this extra wiring here too, so that's all a bit of a pain in the ass. I have to feed it back up the chassis because when I'm welding the frame, it's gonna melt. I just keep finding more and more uses for these Go Jacks. This is great. Always undo the negatives of your batteries. No chance of shorting stuff out, so no chance of someone jumping the car and trying to start it with the old fuel lines disconnected. Diff's out. Oh, Go Jacks coming in handy again. And Coles. Thanks, mate. Ready to get leafs out, exhaust out, and start cleaning up the frame. At night, the neighbours probably hate me, so I'm trying to get it done double as quick with 2 grinders. Another exciting day in the shed. It's like 6:30, about to fire the grinder up, wake the neighbours up. Look at that, we have the perfect paint handle for this situation. Brackets to remove off the factory diff. Let's start with the diff. Wouldn't be a Toyota without some surface rust on it, so clearly this thing's done some beach work, but That's alright because it's all going to get white wheeled and treated and
Brand new.
it's going to be brand new again. Right, it's just cut everything off.
I do remember this.
Now this is different to the Ranger. Top leaf mount was used for the top control arm. Yeah, judging by this plate that has the upper and lower mount on it. It's looking like we're going to take this off. It's correctly removed and smooth flat. See how they haven't cut into the frame?
Yeah.
And then we'll get to that, but yeah, space 50 mil. 50 space, 50 space. You don't actually solid weld the whole lot. And then weld through primer. That's important. This stuff I'll show you. Expensive, it's like $42 a can.
Really?
Yeah. But it's amazing.
It's worth it.
Got a really nice car and nice paint job. I recommend completely covering the cab because cutting dust and everything gets everywhere. And hot sparks will ruin glass. In our case, it's getting fully detailed, so I'm not too phased, but I'll still throw something over it, like a sheet or...
Full life shirt, maybe?
Oh, yeah, wait, Matty, it needs some Explore Life. Wiring's out, factory wiring, there's a little bit of dual battery wiring there. Brake lines, fully out. Exhaust, fully out. Leaf springs, they're gone.
Get out of here.
Yeah, nah, I'm not even kidding, mate. And the diff is out and brake lines and wiring stripped off that. So that's all your ABS lines, brake lines, that sort of stuff. And we're ready to start cutting and prepping for welding tomorrow.
You don't want my handsome face on television?
I don't know, it's pretty good looking.
Not single though.
Hi, Moggs. Hola. With one of these conversions, you need to have a qualified welder. Lucky I got myself a good mate like Morgs. He's come to help me burn it in. You can definitely tack everything in yourself or have a qualified welder there certifying your welds, which is what Morgs is going to do if I get involved. So, which I will, because can't keep me away from a welder. Just to run you guys through where we're up to, I sanded off all the paint where we're going to be welding. You don't have to sand off the paint in spots you're not going to be welding. Then I've hit it with the copper primer. So now we're just clamping some plates on, tacking it, getting our 50 mil space, 50 mil space, 50 mil welds ready to go. You also want to get everything sort of tacked on and transition your welds around so you're not just heating one part of the chassis, because it can warp your frame and do all sorts of nasty stuff. So we don't want that happening. Righto, we're going sweet. Besides hitting my head, getting a bloody hot weld on my nuts because there's a hole in my pants that went straight up. It'll be funny, I think it's in the time lapse, but we got some dummies, baby, check them out. Oh, stop it. And now we are out of gas. Luckily, Bunnings is open and Bunnings sells gas now. We're back. Check it out. Good old Bunnings for the win. That's me, and that's the guy she said not to worry about. So let's get some welding going. You! I'm moving on to the diff. These big bad brackets basically are going to slot on like that. Base plates, we're going to lock all that in. Boom, side gussets, whack. Clean her up nice, get it all painted. It's going to be smicko. I'm a little more safe today. After yesterday's undercarriage burn. Long pants, I've actually got boots on. I know. Oh, this guys with long hair, like, is it a pain in the ass? Because man, it's annoying. I've put a rubber band in there today, so I'll see how that goes. Anyway, I'm just gonna go back to building cars. Righto, diff update. Just gonna dummy things up. So, what I found is the center bearing, the pinion of the center bearing angle is actually 10 degrees down. So that means the diff should be 10 degrees up. I was looking at the leaf patch and I'm like, what's going on here? Like, why is, with this pinion set at 0, I was like, why is that set to 10 degrees? It was really confusing me because this spring plate here, this picks up the panhard bar, your shock, your upper and lower control arm. So it's supposed to sit flat on leaf spring hanger. But going to keep everything hugging the diff fine. Not going to end up with a gap under here. So that's probably what I'm going to go with. All the structural is going to be in all this weld. This slots into that keyway. Strong as. The other thing too, you're probably going to want to This will need to be 0 degrees. So it's perfectly level. That at 10 degrees, if that is 0. Well, that's for a HILUX anyway.
How's the mad scientist feel?
Bang on, Bob.
Let's go.
Let's go.
How good's your rig set? Just rotates.
You see, if I had like a rotisserie, it could just like slowly turn it while I'm welding. It'd be amazing.
Oh yeah? Yeah.
Yeah.
That sounds good. Yeah.
You happy with that? Yep. Oh, TJANDMAC.
And again.
Oh, look at that. That is
Oh,
perfect.
you can't scream without showing it.
Oh, no undercut or anything. That is just like, that's some that's some nice welding there, Batman. Oh, look who's rocked up. Christian here.
Yeah, mate.
He wants to come and check out what a real toolkit looks like,
Yeah,
eh?
yeah. This is something that I haven't done. Leafs to coils.
But you've been lucky enough to have patrols that already have coils, mate. So
Exactly, mate. So I have
bloody stitch up.
Too.
We're gonna keep welding. Watch. I don't know where I'm going with that.
How's he doing, Morgs? Is he on the mark?
Oh yeah, definitely. Like, have a look at these ones.
Doing well. You passed the test, Macca.
Yeah. Yeah, mate. Can't sling a dime bag. Rusty from Sunny Coast Brake and Clutch, he's like, man, use this. He used it on his new D-Max and a couple of other cars. Underbody coating, stone chip protector. Gone through and I've etched it all. And I'm gonna give this stuff a whirl. It dries like it's like a hard textured paint, like really hard. The original brake lines, obviously we got the coil plate in the way now. There's a bolt here, factory bolt here. Benefit of running them to the center of the diff is the pickup point on the diff is also in the center. If you're getting like 12 inches of travel on one side, then you're gonna need some mega long brake lines, they'll get caught up. If you have them in the center, you only need that distance there. Once things aren't getting caught up and it's in the center, so pivot point basically.
Without doubt, up to my favourite part, assembly, baby.
Exciting part, put the pretty stuff on.
It's all welded, all installed and painted. First, mate, tail shaft.
Yeah, tail shaft first so that we're not struggling later. And then
I like your little trick with the seats here.
yeah, I know, the old king chrome seats is the perfect height.
She's bloody good looking truck already.
Now, one of the main things you need to do when installing Superior gear is ensure that the Superior Engineering and Australian made logo is facing outwards of the vehicle so that we can see it while flexing. King Chrome soft hammer is fantastic for this kind of work. Spin it. No, you have it. Yep.
Are you kidding?
Nah. 100% not kidding. Righto, starters, Merry Christmas everybody. Shed life doesn't stop. Straight back into it. Piece of the puzzle to go. Exciting stuff. Other than that, it's just going great. Hope everyone had a great Christmas, got heaps of prezzies. Appreciate all the support, everyone entering into the HILUX giveaway. You guys are killing it. I've used a strap the chassis to the diff, get the left to right twist, and then I've measured hole to hole. I'm gonna set my panel bar up to that. When the weight's fully on it and completed, I'm gonna check it again. Basically, you just want your wheels and diff exactly center of your chassis. You can actually buy these coil conversions from Superior. It's an option to purchase. Ready-made, Legend X, 3-inch exhaust, all prefabbed, ready to go for the coil swap. So you can modify your exhaust you already have, or you just buy this with the kit. Boom, you're ready to go. Bolt it in, beautiful. I'm gonna get it in because that old rusty looking one is crap. Just gotta bleed the brakes. Doing it one man is a little bit difficult. It's a bit hard to do one end. Do that until it gets stiff and then wedge it back in. Brakes, grab your 10mm that you've probably lost and just give it a crack and back. ISO's perfect, there's no shutter, it's great. Anyway, if you got a bit of tube, run it into a bottle, just makes it a lot cleaner job. Otherwise, put some rags down because brake cleaner will just eat paint. Crack it, let the fluid and air run out, and just keep going around, and then go to your next one, do the same thing. Oh, hey, didn't see you there. So, once we've had the fuel disconnected, there's a fuel pump here on top of the filter. Just need to basically just keep pumping that and prime the fuel back up, and it should be right in the starter. Nearly there. Just keep pumping it until it goes hard, basically, and then you can take a while.
Alrighty, wowee. Macca has been hard at work.
What's going on?
Does it even turn on?
It does. Do you want me to turn it on?
Yeah.
I love that push to start. The exhaust doesn't sound a whole lot different due to DPF.
Yeah. It sounds soft. We got a coil conversion done. First mod of the N80 is finished.
Exhaust, 3-inch exhaust. It's a Superior setup with the coil kit, so it all obviously goes around the coils, around your panard, and it's good. But it's a full system DPF back, so.
And now we've obviously got coils, 5-link suspension.
Yes, 5-link, got a panard, 12-inch shocks, so it should be a flexi boy.
Remote
Reservoir, which are adjustable. Put them so that you can get to them through the wheel well. So to stiffen them up, you literally just twist that.
Cool, man, that's
There's
sick.
6 stages.
Coil retainers, bump stops,
Coil retainers, bump stops,
and the new brake lines that came with it.
lengthened brake lines, new diff brake lines, stock fuel tank.
So.
So I'll put the stock wheels back on for the moment.
Yeah, so we might, what's the plan? We might put the tub back on and go for a spin.
Yeah, I can
that
get the
goes.
tub on, go for a little spin. It's very raked at the moment, so
Yeah, I'm
it's
trying to.
lifted in the back and stock in the front. It's a snow plow.
We've got no lift in the front yet.
No lift in the front.
And there's no weight on the back.
So that's next episode will be front suspension, diff lock,
Wheels.
wheels, and diff drop. Then it'll be looking pretty. Then we can move on to the fun stuff like snorkels and sliders.
And the pretty stuff.
Yeah, all the pretty stuff.
Now we're on the fun seats. Time. Might get into some of the formalities. As you know, guys, you can win the car.
This is a very serious topic, TJ. Stop mucking around. We've coil swapped it. We got heaps more mods going on. You're going to win it. One of you is going to win it. One of you is going to win a $1,000 Outback Equipment voucher. And another one is going to win No Wasted Weekends and Shed Life merch. Probably gift card would be easier than pack.
Yeah.
Might make it like $500, $250 of each.
What's the draw date, Macca?
Draw date, February 15th! Yeah! Getting started! Woo! Not far away, it's like 6 weeks away now. I've also started a Instagram page called Shed Life N80. It's just got all the build stuff. This is gonna go with the car to the winner so that we can see where it started, and we want to see you guys taking on adventures and see where it ends up, you know?
Don't have to, but it's just cool.
Don't have to, but yeah.
Cool add-on.
And fingers crossed you don't just sell the car. So I put my blood, sweat and tears into this thing so far. Yep, it's a live build, live giveaway. It's pretty exciting. I don't know if anyone else has done this before.
And we both are delivering it.
We're going to deliver it. So I'm going to work out a way to draw it not show the winner straight away, surprise them. So I don't know if it's going to work yet, but
we'll see.
that's the plan.
It could be hard to do that.
It could be hard, but fingers crossed it's a mad frother wins it and he's just stoked on the car.
We're going to whack the old tub back on this now, so we can beat her up a bit on the tracks. Down
Damaged fresh one.
The winner will receive the fresh tub, the brand new tail lights, rear end and all that in it.
Fully detailed. There's a few little dents I'm going to get removed. And
The whole car's getting, there's a few dents that need to be fixed and the paint's getting redone.
Yeah.
Well, detail.
It's been detailed.
Paint correction.
Paint correction. It's going to look like your nav does now.
Yeah, like my Navara came up very good.
So the boys are 5 minutes away. Tom, the absolute legend, was heading to Sydney, so lent him Sam's trailer and he's going to pick up my new project. And oh, I think I can hear him.
How you going, Cock?
Hi, mate.
Not bad yourself.
Nice to meet you. Hope you don't mind being on camera.
Your new car.
Ah, cheers, mate. Appreciate it.
Good, all good.
Here he is, the boys. Alright, just in case the boys haven't done enough for me yet, I've conned them in to help me lift the tub. Everyone excited?
Lucky that I'm innocent. If I didn't have no morals, I'd be menacing. How about niggas rapping conscious but he ignorant?
It's right.
Heck, did I just reverse up to mate?
What's that?
Give me that camera, let me. What have you done?
The new project. Because I didn't have enough to do.
Ah,
Needs a bit of work.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Just wax some plates on the way she goes.
Well, I don't know if that's the right height, mate.
What do you mean? So I stuffed up. I've ordered the wrong coils. I ordered for 500 kilo load and we need 0 load because it's got a tub on.
You can't have my phone number unless we running up the digits. Let me.
A little bit of a height issue.
Walk me through it.
Police won't like that. It's got a HILUX or a snowplow. Makes your wheel look small because the back's so high. It's like a 6-inch lift.
So, we've had a bit of a slight error with the spring order. Way too extreme for the current weight.
Well, yeah, we've got no load, so that's more set up for a canopy and tray setup.
Yeah, unfortunately, this episode we're not actually going to take it for a drive yet because we feel it might just be a little extreme to be driving around like this.
Yeah, it's a little extreme, and to be honest, not having that weight on it, it's
It's going to tip the car and it's just not going to drive
it's not
very
going to
nice.
flex how it's supposed. It's not going to work how it's supposed to work. If it had 500 kilos on the back, it would work how it's supposed to work. But
So next episode we're going to have the front end suspension, diff lock and all that in, so we're going to test it. Probably better to test it when it's twin locked and everything anyway.
we'll jump in the gun.
Show you what the flex, time constraints, it's Christmas time, I'm sure you know it's hard to get everything done at the moment. So,
Superior's back on the 3rd, so we'll have
fresh springs in.
fresh coils ready to go for when we get back from our little trip.
Yeah, so I've got another little trip coming up. But if you're interested in the whole coil conversion thing, about a year ago we did the Ford Ranger, it's a PX3 Ford Ranger, coil conversion, same kit. It's kind of what you learnt on, hey?
Yeah, it made this kit a lot easier because it
So,
already
I'll link that video up here.
and King Chrome. Yahoo!
Actually, I should mention, we're going to do a shed reveal because this whole tool situation kind of came out of nowhere for you guys watching on YouTube. So I'm going to do a shed reveal and show you how this all just appeared in here.
Yeah.
Because it's come out of nowhere for you gues. But yeah, it all makes sense. So.
Unless you know. If you know, you know, because you've been on Instagram.
I ain't looking at the clock, still balling.